Well, good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to Fat Cat Collections. I just want to show you guys just another little project I did over the weekend. I was pretty active in adding the LED lights to the painting I have behind me there, to destroying my 55-inch Toshiba HD TV in my bedroom due to a little blunder I did there, but hopefully they'll fix it for $100. I did replace it with a 55 4K Vizio, which I didn't really want to spend the money on, but thank you, Best Buy credit card. So, went ahead and did that. I wasn't going to be without a TV for a couple weeks or however long it takes them to fix it, which is usually a couple weeks. And who knows if it even is fixable. I don't know if what I did to it, it might, you know, if it ends up costing $200 to fix, it's just not worth it because the TV you can buy, let's face it, you can buy a comparable TV now for about $300. So I wouldn't want to sell it, or wouldn't I get it fixed for $200 to end up selling it for $200, or, you know, I don't want to go through the hassle of taking this off the wall again. What's $500 in a period of your life, right? So anyway, I did that, and then I also did something else. And what I did was I went ahead and I wanted to have I had a receiver in my office that I never used. I had it hooked up to my computer and the TV and a surround system, and I never sit at my desk and watch a movie on the TV, you know. So I just was like, all right, well, what am I going to do with this receiver? So what I did is I moved it to my media closet, or my closet over here where I have all my components in there. Over to that closet where years ago I had actually wired up a monster cable impedance switch, if I'm saying that right. Basically what it does is you can hook up multiple speakers to it, and by pressing a button it keeps the impedance all at 8 ohms. Because you can't have multiple speakers hooked up to a receiver, you'll drop the impedance so low that you'll hurt the amplifier. So what this does, it keeps the impedance at a steady 8 ohms and allows you to hook up to, I believe, 16 speakers. That's going to be left and right. I opted just to use the right channel because, unfortunately, what I'm going to do is put in ceiling speakers throughout the house eventually. But in the meantime, one thing I did do, I wired up a speaker kind of in the soffit. I have this decorative kind of attic vent out back, high up on the roof. I mounted a speaker years ago up there, wired it into this closet, and I hooked up a set of Acoustic Research speakers, and I'll show you those real quick. I'll show you the device as well. Hey Google, turn on the upstairs light. Well, that didn't really help us there, because it's blue. It's a little. Let me turn on this light here. So you can just see it's just a set of Acoustic Research. I used to use these as a rear surround on my old stereo system, or when I lived at home with my parents, you know, quite some time ago. But I used those as my rears, and I had a set of towers. And you guys know now I don't really like to have a lot of speakers visible, and these kind of tucked away kind of nice up there. So I tucked one in the corner up in my upstairs upstairs hallway, and then one in my office. These are wired up through the ceiling, and what I will do eventually is I will remove those and put in ceiling speakers. I'm probably going to do 2 in the bedroom, 1 in the bathroom, 1 in the hallway, 2 in the office, and 1 in the upstairs bathroom. Now I can't add any downstairs because it's too difficult to run a line from upstairs to down, so it'll be something that I use just upstairs, just for audio. Not that I really need it, but what I did do is, because I had the amplifier, this is the reason I wanted to do it, and I'm going to show you what I did in a second here. So what I have here is, you can see I have an Echo, okay, and this is the awesome product. You guys haven't checked this out yet, by all means, if you have an Echo Dot, this is a no-brainer. Get this device, and I'll put a link in the description. This device right here is basically a battery dock / speaker. And what it does, it allows the Echo to sound much better, much louder, closer to what maybe your Google Home would sound like, without having to spend more than about $50 on this. It docks the Amazon Echo right in the top there, I don't know if you can see that, and you can take it with you. It gets up to 8 hours on a single charge, so you can move this around the house or whatnot, and it's just no-brainer. You take it to the backyard. So I have a couple of those devices around the house, but upstairs, mainly I just keep it here. And most of the time when I'm listening to music, I just like using the Google Home because I pay for YouTube Red, so I have a much better selection. I don't pay for Spotify, and I don't use the Amazon service. So for me, the Google Home is the one I mainly use for music. But I do use this for voice control and for information, and to control some of the devices around the house that the Google Home is not compatible with. But one thing I love about the Amazon Echo is that it has Bluetooth, so you can hook it up and have it connect to a separate speaker. So what I did is I moved a device I had downstairs for that purpose, because I don't really use it for music. I moved this device into the closet. And so as you can see here, I have, you know, my network scanner, my network printer, a fax machine in the event I need to send a fax. This is an old VCR in case I want to watch a tape, a DVD player never gets used anymore. And then I have some game systems, and then of course this is the receiver from my office I relocated in here. And so what I do is I just leave it on, and produce a little bit of heat, but not too bad. It's a little warm, but it's not hot. And so I'm going to leave this on most of the time. And what I have here is hooked up this receiver is if I can dig it out here. Bear with me here, guys. Hopefully, come on. Let's see if I can get something in there to dig that out. Because it's important you guys see this here. There it is. Got it. Don't worry, got it. So this is the device right here. And all it is basically a Bluetooth receiver slash sender. So I just leave that tucked away. And what I have right now is this particular Echo Dot connected via Bluetooth to that receiver, and that's connected to the actual amplifier. So I've also wired in yesterday. I just had an extra flat panel speaker laying around. I hooked the speaker up. It's hidden behind the TV pointing up. So all this is hooked up to that. Oh, let me show you the monster cable switch. And here it is right here. This is it right here. I got this years ago, and all it is basically just a switch. Can you see that, guys? Damn, man, lighting sucks. It's got 8 buttons for your speakers. And of course, you have your impedance where you can turn it on and off. I don't know why you'd ever want to turn it off with a device like that, because that's put load on the amplifier. So pretty important to leave that on. And so what happens is now that the Amazon Echo is hooked up via Bluetooth to that receiver and Yamaha receiver, now the Amazon Echo responds through all those speakers. So as an example, and I hate when people do this on YouTube, right? But I don't want to mention the weather because, I don't know, I'm a little more private. So, let's see here. Actually, let's do this. Alexa, what's the weather in Las Vegas?
Right now in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's 52 degrees with clear skies and sun. Today's forecast has mostly sunny weather, with a high of 52 degrees and a low of 34 degrees.
Alexa, what's the weather in Flagstaff, Arizona?
Currently, in Mesa, Arizona, it's 54 degrees with partly sunny skies. Today, you can expect lots of sun, with a high of 58 degrees and a low of 36 degrees.
So pretty cool, right? So I basically have tied in the Amazon Echo into a whole home audio device that now, and you can see it worked from all the way across the hall there into my office. It worked all the way, the voice recognition picked up my voice and was able to give me the information I want. So now that I don't necessarily, even though I can bring this around the house and I can bring it downstairs and still do the same thing, I just thought it was kind of a neat feature to be able to connect it to Bluetooth, and I want to integrate it kind of into an in-ceiling speaker system. So that was kind of my initial test run on how that might work. And so at a later date, it's going to be really cool when I go ahead and I'm going to get 8-inch in-ceiling speakers, and I'm going to have those all throughout the upstairs. So you should get quite a bit of sound out of her. And yeah, it's just another kind of cool, I guess, customization I've done with some of the components I had laying around. That receiver never got used. That Bluetooth receiver never got used, and so now it'll actually get some use. And it's pretty cool that it takes, this one speaker, although it sounds pretty good, it now brings that into every room of the house. Now, hopefully, at a later date, what I'd like to be able to do is somehow, whether it's through wireless, maybe I can get another Bluetooth receiver. I'm not really sure. I might be able to hook this receiver out into another receiver and then broadcast that to another receiver for maybe some speakers downstairs. Not really sure, but I'll try to figure something out. If it is possible to run a line, maybe put one in-ceiling speaker downstairs, I might do that, but stay tuned for that. That's going to be another customization job by Fat Cat Collection. So guys, thanks again for watching. As always, subscribe to the channel and have a great day.